Hey everyone, welcome back to another lab walkthrough video. This is the glow stick kinetics lab. So like always, you have a bunch of super important background information. Some of this is how glow sticks function to begin with. The second paragraph is a review of how excited electrons get excited and what happens when they do. And then that third paragraph talks about more current things, about rates of reactions and how to speed them up. So the whole point of today's lab is to see how temperature affects the kinetics of the glow stick reaction, which, if you were curious, is this. Not that you'll ever be tested on it, but that is that. So you have some questions. Questions on the front can be completed solely using your knowledge of chemistry and the information above in the background information section. Second part is the actual hands-on part. So just a heads up, each station will be hot, so just make sure you are proceeding with caution. So once we are getting into our lab part, you will see, okay, so at your lab station, you're going to find a beaker on a wire cooling mat that says hot, one that says room for room temperature, and one that says cold. So one of your first steps is to turn on your hot plate, plug it on, plug it in, make sure it actually turns on, and you're gonna set it to about mid to high heat, okay? We're not gonna boil anything today, we just want it to be warm. Now, once your hot plate is on, you're gonna fill up all three of your beakers about halfway with water from the sink. Okay, so now that we have about halfway full of water in all of our beakers, we are good to go. So we're gonna take the one that says hot, throw that on the hot plate. We'll let that heat up for about 5 to 10 minutes, so let's just leave that and focus on the other two. So we have one that says room temperature, we're just gonna leave that be, and one that says cold. So for the one that says cold, we're going to add ice to that. So go to the teacher's desk and grab some ice. When you come back with your ice, you'll let that cool down for a bit too. So make sure it is on, you turn it on. And then that we are in the Celsius unit, okay? So if it's switched to F, just quickly switch it to C, okay? You're going to send one group member up to get glow sticks for your group. Now you can get one glow stick for each group member. It doesn't matter what color you pick. If you want to make it easier to compare brightness, which is what our goal is, you may want to pick the same color, but it's 100% up to you. If you have less than 3 people in a group, you need at least 3, but if you have more, everybody can get their own glow stick. So once you have your glow sticks and your hot water has been heating up for a little bit, we're going to break our glow sticks. Break them, make them light up. Okay, so we have our little mini glow sticks. Now they are glowing. So now we want to see how the temperature affects the brightness of each of these glow sticks. Again, we can measure the rate of the reaction, the speed at which the reaction is happening by how bright these things are. So what you're going to do is take your glow stick, stick it in each of the beakers. At this point, your hot water, it does need to be boiling as long as it's warmer than the room temperature. So you're going to take your beaker tongs, grab your hot beaker, put it on the cooling tray, and drop your glow stick in there. So your job, as they are in there, is to record the temperature of each of the things. So in the ice water bath, we're looking at about 4 degrees. In the room temperature one, we're looking at about 22 degrees. In the hot one, we're looking at about, it's still going, about 70-ish degrees. You can kind of see the difference between the brightness in the 3 different temperatures. Now, once you've recorded the temperature and your observations, you are done. So cleanup is super simple. What you're going to do is take each beaker and pour it in the sink. Now, if you want to keep your glow stick, you can keep it. If not, there will be a beaker on the teacher's desk to get rid of your beaker. Again, room temperature one, you can just use your hand. Pour that out. Please don't let the glow stick go down the drain. For the hot one, you're going to want to use the orange glove because it is hot and we do not want you burning yourself. So grab that one, pour it out, and you could take your hot one and put it back on the hot plate, on the cooling rack. So that is your cleanup. Everything is back the way you found it. Your hot plate is off, and you are good to go. Have fun. Once you are done and you've cleaned up, again, cleanup involves turning off and unplugging your hot plate, pouring all the water out of the beakers into the sink. Just make sure, again, you're using the orange hot glove or tongs to pour out the hot water because it will still be hot. If you want to keep your glow sticks, by all means keep them. If you want to return them, you can give them to the unwanted glow stick bin on your teacher's desk. So once you have all of your data collected, you'll be able to answer the handful of questions at the end, explaining, what you saw and why. Of course, using the chemistry knowledge that you have / read at the beginning of the lab / developed in this lab. So that is it. Have fun.